Welcome to Field to Feast, where we profile Louisiana and its local ingredients. This morning we're in Boyce, Louisiana at Robert Duncan's cattle farm, and we're here to talk Louisiana beef.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.
So I'm Robert Duncan. This is my family's kind of home place here in Rapides Parish. In the last few years, we've kind of changed our cattle operation to be more diversified, even within the cattle world.
So you're taking this operation into the next generation?
We hope so. I'm a fourth generation, and we have our daughter Wrigley, and she loves cows. So anytime she gets out of the house, she cows, and she's pointing at the truck. So. Hopefully she'll have something to do with it. You know, that's, I guess every parent, especially every farmer, wants their kid to follow in their footsteps. To an extent, I know my dad for a long time was like, just do anything else but this. And I didn't listen, naturally.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard that you're running a great operation. Can you dig down deep and tell me about your cattle operation?
Go ahead, Gray. 4 years ago, we started selling, we started micromanaging, I guess you'd call it, the herd to get to the point where we could, sell calves more uniform and kind of get a premium for them, as opposed to just selling whatever we had whenever we had it to the sale barn. We sell through Superior Livestock, and so we were able to sell better quality calves, uniform calves, all at the same time. And so we'll sell twice a year instead of 5 or 6 times a year. 3 years ago, Rachel came home from the grocery store one day and said, "Why am I buying steaks at Walmart?" And that was kind of a serious question, but it was a joke, but it was a serious question. And so I had to stop and say, well, I don't know, why are we buying steaks at the store? And so that year, we pulled a couple of steers and fed them out, and I ended up keeping a half for us for personal and sold the other 3 halves. And I had people jumping up and down left and right wanting to buy it. And so the next year we did 2 the first year, and then the next year I think we did 12 or 13. And then the 3rd year we did it, this year, I've lost count on how many we've sold. When the coronavirus hit, I guess I'll say we're fortunate. There was a lot of businesses that lost money due to the pandemic. We actually kind of sort of flourished. People couldn't buy meat at the grocery store. They were, whether or not they were scared to buy meat at the grocery store, they couldn't. And so we sold, I think there for 2 or 3 different times, we sold 2 whole steers in 2 to 3 days at a time. We'd get meat back from the butcher, and it was within 2 days it was sold out. To me, everything's in cycles, life cycles. You plant, you harvest, you'll put bulls with cows, and then you start having calves, and we're full swing calving right now. So that's an everyday chore, is going and checking on cows and calves. And when you find, we have a neighbor, she calls them Easter eggs, because you just kind of ride around and you find one laying in the grass. So it's the little joys like that that just add up and make everything kind of worth it.
It's not just a lifestyle, it seems to be who you are.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to love it, that's for sure.
Well, all this talk of Louisiana beef has gotten me nice and hungry, and I hear y'all have an award-winning hamburger nearby. So we're gonna go check it out at Spirits Food and Friends, and we'll be right back. Of Spirits Food and Friends in Alexandria, Louisiana, where they have what was named one of the top 10 hamburgers of Louisiana. And after all that talk about beef, I am ready for some lunch. We were with one of our good Farm Bureau friends at his cattle ranch, and boy, I got hungry for a good hamburger. And I said, where do we go? Where do we go? And everybody agrees this is the place to be.
Well, that's great to hear.
My name is Cody Olson. We're here at Spirits Food and Friends, and I'm here to cook a Knob Creek barbecue burger for you. You have our flat top grills at 350 degrees. We're gonna cook the burger usually mid-well, medium temperature. We'll go about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Give it a turn, bam. Make sure our barbecue sauce and our relish are nice and hot, ready to go on top of the burger whenever we top it. Fresh cut pepper jack cheese in-house every day. And let that cheese melt just for a second. Voila. And she's ready to come off the grill.
So lucky us, we are now inside of Spirits Food and Friends with Lee Gwinn. And tell me about your restaurant. Tell me the history of your restaurant. How long have y'all been here?
Jennifer, thanks for coming in and seeing us today. We are, this is our 48th year, 49th year
Wow.
being in business. It's gone through several different hands over the years. I'm not old enough to have owned it that long, but my wife and I, Tracy, bought Spirits in October of 2005.
Okay.
And what started as a small cafe has grown into what it is today.
Which is?
Alexandria's place to be. It's like the Cheers of Central Louisiana.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's people enjoy coming here between work and going home. You know, it's a family-oriented place. It's a great place to go and hang out, and relax, and eat some good food. Maybe listen to some live music, watch some sports on television, and just have a nice Southern hospitality type of experience.
I am very interested to try this burger that I have read all about, and I honestly, you know, is it one of these things that people just attack?
Yeah, it's, you know, everybody uses a different method. Fork and knife, handful, mouthful, however you think you can accomplish it,
I feel
go
like
for
I'm
it.
at Six Flags and I'm about to get on a roller coaster, and I know that Stuart's going to put this on camera.
We'll
and
probably need to get you some napkins.
well, you know, I'll lick it off for right now. Let's see here. Let's see if we can actually do this. Oh my word, I seriously have no idea. This is, okay, let's see here. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. I'm shaking. You're laughing at me.
I'm not gonna watch.
I don't know if my mouth opens this big. Okay, on your mark.
Go for it, come on,
Go.
you just gotta do it.
I did well.
Well, what do you think? You handled that well.
This is delicious. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Field to Feast. We'll see you next time.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.